Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Carla, also known as LittleFitDevil, and today I will be reviewing 3 Microtechs. I'm going to do a 3-in-1 review because it is the way to do this review, I think. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Ultratech family, as I like to call it, Ultratech UTX-85 and UTX-70. These are part of my collection. They all have different blade styles, so I'm going to dive right in. Perhaps in the future I will review them separately, but I think it is important to show you guys the 3 different styles that you can get based on comfort, based on your hands, and based really on how you're planning on using the knife. So let's get started. So this one is the Ultratech. This one is the Merlot finish. It also has the DLC blade and hardware throughout that's black, including the clip. I really love this one. I do love the color. It's probably one of the ones I use the most just because of that, just because it kind of works together with what I'm wearing. Again, I'm one that likes to match knives to clothes, but that's just me. This one is actually an LMAX steel. So if you guys are familiar with Microtech, we all understand that Microtech uses premium steels. The most popular one is the M390. However, there are some versions with LMAX as well as the CTS 204. Regardless, they're all great steels. Some people would prefer the M390. I actually don't mind this one. This one is double edge, as I already mentioned. And if you guys are unfamiliar with out the front knives, the way these work really is with a thumb slide mechanism. You really just push up to deploy the blade, and then you push down to hide it. Very quick. This one in particular, the Ultratech, if you're not very used to the mechanism, it might be a little hard, especially if they're brand new. However, there are tricks to, make it a little better for you. What actually Tony Marfion has told me when I was trying to play with a Combat Trudon, which is huge for my hands, he did mention that, if you are having trouble releasing the blade is not necessarily a problem. It's typically getting it back in. Is you kind of like hold the knife a little bit further down, and then you use the entire length of your thumb to make it quicker. So if you guys are having trouble, try that tip. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, so this one has the Microtech logo in white right here. Most Microtechs will also have a birth date. So if you guys can see that, mine says 3 of 21. And then a serial number at the top. That's one of the main ways that you can actually identify if it is a counterfeit of a real Microtech. There's a huge issue with counterfeit Microtechs out there. I think, in my opinion, it's pretty easy to identify them. But if you're a new user or new to the knife industry, you might actually fall for it. So careful with that. Another important feature of this one is the glass breaker right there at the bottom with a lanyard hole. Again, this one is the Microtech Ultratech, and let me give you some specs so you guys know. So this one has an overall length of 8.5, blade length of 3.44. This is actually going to come in handy once I actually give you guys the info for the other ones. Okay, so Ultratech right here. Let me show you guys the UTX-85. So as you guys can see, the UTX-85 is 85% of the size of the Ultratech. And I think that was just so smart. So the Ultratech, I would recommend for someone with bigger hands. For me, it's just slightly big. Now, the UTX-85 is potentially the best size for EDC carry. At 85% of the size of the Ultratech, it makes it incredibly comfortable. Not to mention, it helps with deployment. If you're having that issue that I told you before, this kind of like feels like second nature. It's easy, it's smooth. Honestly, it's like the best size if you're looking for something. Again, you have kind of like the traditional one that everybody wants and knows. This one's just a slightly smaller version. Okay, so on this one, we have a single edge blade. Again, SE stands for single edge. The Ultratech had a double edge, so it said DE. Over there, that's how you identify the blade styles. This one's an M390. Right there, you can tell. This one is in this amazing blue color. I absolutely love it. And there's one trick. So if you guys, let's say, have these 2 knives kind of side by side, and you don't really know which one is an Ultratech or a UTX-85 without opening the blade, you can see the screw configuration. This one has them side by side in twos, and this one has them side by side, but the last one has a diagonal pattern. That's kind of the easier way of identifying it. Otherwise, you can just open the blade. It will tell you, and also it has a little different measurements. So let me tell you what that is. Oh my gosh, I just closed it out, you guys. I had it. Give me one moment. Let me see if I can open it again. Okay, so overall length 7.5 and blade length 3.125 on this one. I really do like the single edge blades. I feel like they have a little more functionality than the double edge. Again, depending on use. When the movers weren't here, I was using this one to do some stuff in the kitchen. The other one, of course, was not as useful for that. Again, not that you will ever have to use a Microtech in the kitchen. I just kind of chose to do it. Also black hardware throughout on this one. Birth date 6 of 21 with the serial number at the top. Very nice and smooth. I actually really like this one. These come in so many different colors and shapes. It's absolutely amazing. They come also with customization that Anthony Marfione does in his customs line. I have seen abalone inlays. I have seen meteorite on them, carbon fiber, you name it. They're gorgeous. All right, last but not least, we have the UTX-70. So as I mentioned, we have the Ultratech, then we have the UTX-85, which is 85% of the size of the Ultratech, and then we have the UTX-70, 70% of the size of the Ultratech. So let me go ahead and show you them side by side. It's a little guy, but you know what? It is so easy to carry. So these, for men that have that kind of like watch pocket on your jeans, this would fit straight into that. You would not even know is there. For small hands like mine, this is kind of neat. It weighs nothing. It's really, really cool. And this one actually is Tanto style, which is one of my most favorite kind of designs on blades. This one is purple. It comes again in a lot of different finishes. This one's actually a 204P steel. As I mentioned, you guys, I guess I gave you guys the 3 different steels on my 3 different knives. I didn't even really think about that. The configuration of the screws on this one is also 2, 2, and 2, horizontally in the same location. This one has a small pocket clip as well with birth date as always. This one's 1220, serial number at the top. And the main difference between this one and the Ultratech or the UTX-85 is the bottom configuration. So on this one, you have a glass breaker still, however, you do not have the lanyard hole. Still kind of neat that you do have a glass breaker. I do appreciate that feature on these. And honestly, 70% of the size, it kind of makes it so easy to conceal, right? So this could be a really great EDC/backup knife. So I really, really like it. Okay, you guys, I think I covered it all. I just want to give you measurements on this one before I forget. This one is a 5.75 overall length and a 2.375 blade length. All right, so if you guys like what I do, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I also have a Patreon and a Teespring store. The links for all these beautiful 3 knives are gonna be in the description of this video if you wanna check it out. Again, remember that Microtech does not sell direct, they sell through dealers. So I will go ahead and put a link here with all their dealers so you can find the one that's closest to you. We also sell on our showroom on Mills River, North Carolina. If you're in the area, you can come say hello. And yeah, I appreciate you guys being here so much. I am excited that I get to do these reviews. It's one of my most favorite things to do. So I hope you love them. Please go ahead and check out my entire set of playlists over here. And I will see you guys soon in another knife review or creative concealed carry idea or vlog video. Who knows? I'll see you soon. Bye.